All of the Ditto are accounted for. Okay. Yep. Alright, I should probably go ahead and document that. Oh! Hey! Oh, it is already 10 a.m. I thought you were early, but no, I was just running a bit late. I do apologize. Okay. So you are here today for your first Pokémon, right? Oh, that is so exciting. Well, I am Professor Rin. I run this park, and we actually have quite a few starter Pokémon here for you to choose from. We have lots of Pokémon here in the park, but for new trainers we offer 1 of 9 of them. And these are specially bred Pokémon, and they are old enough and ready to go. So, I hope you're excited. Let me go ahead and grab their Pokeballs here. One moment. So how are you feeling this morning? Oh, I bet. Oh no, that's okay. You are never too old to get your first starter Pokemon. I didn't get mine at age 10 either. Oh yeah, my parents were not comfortable with me going on a journey completely alone at 10 years old. Which I'm a little surprised that is not more common, honestly, but that's okay. Alright, let me just make sure I have everyone here. So yes, for today, your choices, we have 2 grass Pokemon, we have 2 fire Pokemon, we have 3 water Pokemon, we have 1 dragon Pokemon, and 1 electric Pokemon. And they all have their unique and strong points, and they all have their challenges too, so we have to, talk about each one of those individually so that you can make an informed choice for yourself. Alright. Okay. And after this as well, I will give you some Pokeballs, and I will give you your Pokedex, so that you will be all ready to go. Do you know what you'd like to do with your Pokemon journey yet? Oh, well, yeah, there is the gym challenge in this region, of course, but you can also do Pokemon contests or anything else you'd like. Really, you don't have to do either. What was my first Pokemon? I started with an Eevee. It was actually a passed down from my brother. Well, Eevee is out in the park right now, but I'd be happy to show you later. Okay. Alright. Oh, you like my notebook? Yeah. You like the picture of Wingull? I think it looks quite sassy myself. Alright. So, our first Pokemon here. Oh, careful, careful. Yeah, there you go. We have Bulbasaur, the seed Pokemon. This is a very common starter in the Kanto region, actually. Bulbasaur is a grass and poison type, and it maintains that type as it evolves into Ivysaur and then Venusaur. It is this lovely light green with a green seed on its back, and this will grow before it evolves. And you'll notice that it grows for quite a bit before it evolves as well, so don't let that alarm you. A healthy growing seed is a sign of a healthy Bulbasaur. This Bulbasaur actually has a special ability known as chlorophyll. So when it is very sunny outside, or when a Pokemon uses Sunny Day, its speed is doubled. They do have some claws, but they actually aren't too sharp, so you should be okay to handle Bulbasaur in your hands. Now this Bulbasaur is very loyal and very well behaved. It is a wonderful pick for a first Pokemon. I don't think you'll have much trouble raising it. Grass Pokemon might be easy to raise, but they are definitely worth it. They're very loyal. This Bulbasaur is very kind. And it even has some egg moves. This Bulbasaur was specially bred, just like all of our starter Pokemon available here. It actually has Petal Dance and Toxic. Why do the Pokemon have tags? Well, until they leave the park, we do have quite the number of Pokemon here in the park, so they do need to be tagged with scannable identifiers. So that makes keeping track of all the Pokemon and all of their routine shots and examinations, it makes it so much easier. What do you think about Bulbasaur? It has a very healthy bulb too. So that is the first of our grass types. Let me go ahead and just move you here, Bulbasaur, 1 second. Okay, there you go. Now, we have a typical grass type starter from the Alola region. This is Rowlet, the grass quill Pokemon. It is a grass and flying type, and as it evolves and eventually becomes Decidueye, it becomes Grass Ghost. It is a very pleasant light color. I can see it's already getting sleepy. It's too early for Rowlet. It's okay, you can sleep, don't worry. Has a cute little leaf here. And very powerful feet. When you order Rowlet to use tackle, it won't hit it. With its head, it will actually kick instead. The feathers on Rowlet are very soft. And it has a cute little tail. Rowlet love to be in enclosed spaces, so you may find it in your backpack or dark places like a closet. They really love them. This Rowlet also has a special ability. Its ability is known as Long Reach, which, if it uses a contact move, it is not affected by contact effects. A really good example of this is Carvana. Do you know what Pokemon that is? It's a water type where, if you make contact, it will actually hurt you due to its rough skin. But Rowlet would be immune to that. That's really amazing, isn't it? So this Rowlet, as you may have already gathered as it falls asleep in my arms here, is very relaxed. It enjoys being pet. And it really likes closed spaces, like I said. But it's also very shy. So if you intend to travel with any friends, or you meet anyone along the way, you may find that Rowlet will hide or prefer to stay in its Pokeball around other people. It may take a while to warm up. This Rowlet also has an egg move, specially bred. It has a roost. This will allow it to take cover somewhere and restore some HP. It's a good move for an introvert to have. Okay, well, Rowlet is fast asleep here. So I think we can give it some final pets and send it on its way. Okay, what did you think of Rowlet? Next up, we have a starter that is offered in the Hoenn region. We're on to the fire Pokemon. This is Torchic, the chick Pokemon. This is a fire type. Look at those strong, cute feet. As it evolves into Combusken and then Blaziken, it gains the fighting type. This Torchic does have its hidden ability, which is Speed Boost, which after it attacks in battle, it will gain the speed. So this will definitely be a very speedy fire Pokemon. That has this very pleasing to the eye orange color mixed with yellow. Its feathers are very soft, and Torchic is surprisingly warm. I suppose you would expect that for a fire type, but I am always impressed by just the comforting nature of the temperature. This Torchic is one of our youngest. It is very snuggly, so be prepared for the snuggliness. It will want to be in your lap. It may want to sleep alongside you. It can be a little unsteady on its feet. It hasn't quite got the hang of running and battling just yet, but it is still a little young, so that's okay. And it can get a little jealous, I've noticed. Such as when you're petting other Pokémon or paying more attention to others, according to Torchic. But it is very cute. It loves to stick close to its trainer. And I'm sure that if you raise it well, it will become great at battling. Blaziken is an amazing Pokémon. And so is Torchic. You can stay as a Torchic if you want to. This Torchic does have some bread moves. It has Crush Claw and Night Slash. It hasn't grasped how to use them yet, but we have determined that it should have them. This is a very popular choice in the Hoenn region. It really loves to be scratched on this part of the head. Right here. Where all these top feathers are, right at the base. Puts it right to sleep. Next up, we have a Pokémon from Johto. Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is the fire mouse Pokémon. It is a pure fire type, and it retains this as it evolves into Quilava and Typhlosion. I've always loved the colors on this Pokémon. It has this nice blue. I think it matches well with the yellow. And these, they are a bit warm even when not lit, so I would be very careful. This is where Cyndaquil releases its fire when it's battling or upset. So be very careful of that. You can make quick contact, but no prolonged contact, so be careful about that. This is not a Pokemon like Ponyta, who can somehow make it to where their fire does not burn you. So just, if you pick Cyndaquil, or even Torchic for that matter, be very careful of the fire. The Cyndaquil does have its hidden ability, just like the others. This one has Flash Fire, so fire moves will not affect it, and on top of not affecting it, it will absorb it. And absorbing other fire moves will make its own more powerful. Isn't that amazing? So this Cyndaquil is quite timid, which is a trait seen among a lot of Cyndaquil. But it is very loyal and very protective. I've noticed that sometimes when it's windy in the park, such as right before a storm, there are leaves blowing and twigs flying, the Cyndaquil will come out and protect me. It'll send out little puffs of fire to protect me from the angry leaves. I think it's very cute, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you. The Cyndaquil loves to be scratched right here and right under the chin. That's why I've been doing this the whole time. The Cyndaquil has the egg move extrasensory, which is a special psychic move. Alright, let's get you back. Alright. Next up, we have a starter from Sinnoh. That's right. We have the water Pokemon, Piplup. This is one of the 3 water starters that you can choose here. And it doesn't want to be pet right now, that's okay. So, Piplup, the penguin Pokemon, is a water type. And as it evolves into Prinplup and then Empoleon, it will become a water steel type. It has several different shades of blue, a white color, and then its little feet. Its feathers back here are very soft, but sometimes, like I said, it's not really in the mood to be pet or coddled. That's okay, some Pokemon are like that. So Piplup naturally is a prideful Pokemon. It can be very difficult to bond with at first, but it is a very protective and loyal Pokemon once you do bond with it. And they are very strong. This Piplup does have its hidden ability, of course, which is Defiant. So when its stats are lowered in battle, its attack rating increases, so it will become more powerful. Is it okay if I pet you now? Okay. Piplup's typically okay with the top of its head. It does not like to be pet on the belly or the feet, but typically the top of the head is okay, and right here above the beak. It does have the egg move, double hit, where it hits with its very powerful flippers. This is a very solid choice for a water type. Just be prepared, and that it's difficult to bond with. But if you don't give up, this is a wonderful choice for a first Pokémon. So if you love water types, definitely give Piplup some consideration. Next up, we have a starter from the Unova region. This is Oshawott, the sea otter Pokémon. It has a very unique coloring. Its head is white, with blue ears, a light blue body, blue little toes, and a yellow scallop, which it can attach to his belly and take off and use as a weapon at will. It's actually very sharp, so please be careful when you're petting Oshawott's belly, because these edges here are very sharp. And make sure you don't take the scalp chop. It can become very flustered if you do that. It does have a little tail. It doesn't much like it being touched though, so be careful. Oshawott can be a little bit of a show-off, so that can be cute in its own way. Just be aware of that. Once it learns a new move, it may stop whenever you see new people to show it off. And Oshawott loves to help me cook, so if you do choose Oshawott, you definitely have a cooking buddy on the road. It loves to cook. This Oshawott also has its hidden ability, which is shell armor. This makes it completely immune to critical hits. That can be very nice in battle. This is Oshawott's favorite place to be scratched, right here on the back of the head. It does have the egg moves, Sacred Sword, and Night Slash. It hasn't quite grasped how to use Sacred Sword yet, but it is able to use Night Slash, and it practices every day. That's right, every day, in order to make those moves better and to learn Sacred Sword. It's beginning to get the hang of Sacred Sword. It's almost there, I think, so with proper raising, I think it'll be able to do it soon. It's looking at you quite fondly. Okay. Next up, from the Galar region, we have the water lizard Pokémon, Sobble. Now we have to be a little more quiet around Sobble. It really does not like loud noises. It's a very timid Pokémon. but a very solid choice. It loves to play games like hide and seek. Sobble is very good at hide and seek. As soon as its body gets wet, it's actually able to completely cloak itself and become invisible like Kecleon. It has a light blue body. With a blue tail, it typically keeps curled in like this. And a fin on its head that it uses to balance. It can take a little bit of time for Sobble to get used to you. But it didn't take too long to warm up to me. Once it realized I wasn't out to hurt it or anything, and I wasn't overly loud or made broad gestures or anything, it really warmed up to me quickly. So I don't think Sobble's particularly difficult to make friends with. Just be wary that it doesn't like loud noises very much, and it may run off and hide for a little bit. So Sobble will keep its water type as it evolves into Dressile and Inteleon. It does have its hidden ability, Sniper, which increases critical damage by 50%. Can become quite the powerful little guy. It seems a little nervous right now, but like I said, it shouldn't take it too long to warm up to you, should you choose Sobble. Surprisingly, it actually likes its little belly being pet. Now Sobble cannot shoot water from its fingers in this stage, like it can as Dressile or Inteleon. But it should get the hang of using its hidden ability more as it evolves. Now it does have egg moves. It has Mist and Aqua Ring. Mist is great for hide and seek. Not so great when you're trying to find it after it panics and runs away. But that's okay. It's such a cutie, so I forgive it. And Aqua Ring will help it recover its HP over time. This is a very solid choice for a water Pokemon. Alright, let's get you back in your Pokeball. Next, we have a rarer Pokemon from the Kanto region, and this is actually the youngest of the Pokemon we have here. This is a Dratini, which is the dragon Pokemon. Dratini, like I said, is very young. It's very sleepy right now. And it does sleep a little bit more than the other Pokemon we have. Likely because it's very young. Other than maybe Rowlet. In terms of sleepy, of course. This Pokemon is very slippery, so make sure you handle it with open palms from the bottom of the Pokemon. Support its body down here like this. Dratini is long and blue and white, with a little tiny horn on its head. Its little ears are very sensitive, and it doesn't like to have them scratched. Dratini is very snuggly. Its body, despite being a bit slippery, is actually not wet. Do you want to try feeling it? Here. See? Isn't that an interesting feeling? It's one of the most unique textures I think I've ever felt on a Pokemon. So this is a dragon type, and as it evolves into Dragonair and then Dragonite, it gains the flying type. Dragon Pokemon are notoriously difficult to raise. This Dratini's temperament, it's hard to tell because it is very young, seems very mild, which is a trademark among the species for the most part. They seem to be mild and gentle-mannered, but they are difficult to raise, difficult to care for, and difficult to evolve. So dragon Pokemon can be a little difficult as a very first Pokemon, but the payoff is incredible, I think. They're incredibly loyal companions. Very strong. But like I said, Dratini can be hard to care for. Dratini actually sheds its skin very often in this stage. It just shed for the first time since it hatched, and will shed again about once a month until it evolves. And each time it does shed, of course, it will grow a little bit longer. When it evolves into Dragonair, that won't happen but once or twice a year. And since this Dratini is so small, it may require assistance when it sheds. So if you do choose Dratini, I will walk you through that process so it's not so difficult and scary the first time it happens. Now this Dratini does have a hidden ability, of course, and that hidden ability changes as it evolves. So, when this Dratini has a status condition, its ability Marvel Scale will increase its defense by 50%. When it evolves into Dragonite, this turns into Multi-Scale, which, when it's full HP, it will take less damage from an attack. And I believe it is half damage, which is pretty incredible actually. And when multi-scale is active, such as when you get your Dragonite treated at the Pokemon Center and it comes out all healthy and happy, its scales will actually take on almost a rainbow sheen in the light. It's really incredible and very beautiful. Hidden ability, Dratini, are very rare. So I'm glad we got the opportunity to offer this to new trainers. Dratini love to be scratched right under here, but very lightly because their skin can be a bit sensitive. It likes to be gently scratched under the chin here, or rubbed along the spine back here, but don't scratch back here. And this Dratini does have some egg moves, though I believe this one only has one. I think it has extreme speed. We haven't seen it use it yet, because like I said, it's very young still, and just finished its first shed, so it's a little sleepy. But it should have the ability to use extreme speed. I think Dratini is a great choice, just like all the others, of course, but it will take a lot of diligence and responsibility in raising, more so than I think any of the others I've shown you today. Next up, we have another Pokémon from the Galar region. This is Yamper, the puppy Pokémon. This is an electric type, and it retains its electric type when it evolves. Oh, it's very excited to see you. Yamper loves people, loves treats, loves food. Oh, I said the word treats, so it's very excited now. Yamper has a very interesting coloration, a mix between yellow, green, white, and this very lovely shade of brown. It has a very cute tail, which it actually loves being scratched. It also loves being scratched down the back here, and behind the ears. Yamper is very, very cuddly with everyone. It will just walk up to strangers and be very happy and open, especially if they have food. It will wait for you when you come home. It prefers to be out of its Pokeball. Some Pokemon do prefer that. I think Yamper prefers to stay by its trainer and protect them and welcome them home and spend a lot of time with them. This Yamper, however, be aware that it does get rattled easily. So if it is hit with a bug, dark, or ghost type move, its speed will increase. It'll get spooked and be able to move quicker. That is useful, of course, in battle, but it's unfortunate to see it get so scared. As it evolves into Boltund, where it keeps its electric type, that ability actually becomes competitive. So when its stats are lowered, its special attack raises. I think that's pretty unique, don't you think? Something I should warn you of with such a bubbly and energetic Pokemon is that it's pretty easily distracted. So you gotta keep a bit of a watch on it when you are out and about in the city. Just make sure it doesn't run into any places that it could get hurt or lost, because it can be a little overexcitable. The Emperor loves to be scratched basically everywhere, but I think its favorite places are, like I said before, right behind the ears and along the tail. And this hamper has the ability to use a fire move through breeding called Flame Charge, which will also increase its speed. And that is all 9 Pokémon. What did you think of the Pokémon I showed you today? I don't think we can fit them all up here, but do you have any idea who you might choose from your first impressions? Also, for new trainers, I do say that you are more than welcome to spend the day in the park until you decide. You can play with the Pokémon, you can feed them, you can just sit and be with them for as long as you'd like. Oh, Cyndaquil doesn't want to be up here right now. That's okay, you can stay on my shoulder. All of these Pokémon, every single one of them, each have their own personalities and quirks. They are all unique and amazing and wonderful. Every single one of them would be a great choice for a starting trainer. I'm going to give you my notebook to hold on to, and this has information on every single Pokémon that we've talked about today. It will tell you the type of the Pokémon, the hidden ability that they have. It'll tell you some of their traits that I mentioned to you, and as well as their egg moves if you're interested. So we have the page here on the water Pokémon. Of the dragon Pokémon that we have. And of course the Emperor, our electric choice. So I'm gonna give that to you. There you go. And I'll go ahead and release all these Pokémon into the park. There's a special room we have for observation and comfort, so we'll put you in there. There's a nice view of the park from in there, and they have places to play, so you can spend as much time as you want with them until you decide. So I'll get these Pokémon put away, and I will take you right over there. And then I will let you hang out, and you can let me know what you choose. Sound like a plan? Okay. Alright, let's